Alright, welcome back guys. This is gonna be the episode 2 of our RNG series. This is gonna be a bit shorter episode, I would say, because we are not doing as much as the last episode. So let's get started. First, I've noticed something which I would like to change, which is gonna look way better in the end. Which is gonna be setting the roll time to 0.25, and later on, inside of this loop, at the bottom where we hit the task that wait, right before we say roll time is gonna be times equal 0.05. So 1.05, yeah. Because if we would start up the game now, you will see if we roll, it gets a bit slow at the end. You can barely tell because it's just that short. But to see that we actually increase it, we're gonna print out the roll time. There we go. As you can see, it slightly increases. But that doesn't do much of a difference, so we're increasing this to 1.1. Let's see. That is way better, but I think we're actually going for 1.15 or maybe 1.2. I'm trying 1.15 for now, but we can change it later on. Yeah, as you can see, it gets lower over time, and that is better. But we're actually changing this to 1.2 because that's just gonna look way better. Let's check. That is good. Let's see again. That is good. But I think actually 1.15 is a lot better. And while we're at it, we can do 1.15 but increase the number of rolls to 10. So it gets a bit slower. Okay, what happened there? Why is it doing that? That's interesting. Why is it happening? Why does it work now? What the? But yeah, as you can see, it looks way better. Yeah, and we're gonna keep it like that. Let's see again. Yeah, that just looks way better in my opinion. You don't have to do this, it is optional, but I recommend you do this just because it looks way satisfying. It looks way more satisfying. So now we're gonna do the actual part of the episode, which is gonna be UI animations. For this, I'm hopping into a different game, which I did the same for. I'm gonna quickly copy that over and explain everything. Right, so inside of Replicated Sword, you go into modules and add a new module script. This module script we can call UI animations, like this. So if we were to hop in, I'm just gonna quickly check through the code to see if I still remember everything. Alright, yeah, that's fine. So this local module, we can rename this module to, let's quickly rename this to UI and animations. The way I did this is by using the shortcut I told you guys last episode, which is gonna be Ctrl-Shift-R. You have to remember this because we're gonna use that a lot in the future. So now we're actually going on for local original sizes, which is gonna be all the original sizes for the buttons. And in front or above the UI animations, we're going for local tween service, which is gonna be game get service tween service. And now for the customizing of the UI animations. First is gonna be the mouse click duration. I've set this to 0.2, but you can change this to anything you'd like. Then we're going for local mouse enter duration, which is also gonna be 0.2. Then local mouse enter size, like this. That I've set to 1.075. You can change this later on, but I kept it on that number because that looks the best. And for the last thing, we're going for the mouse click size. There we go. And that is gonna be 0.925, like this. Next up, we can actually start with the main part of the script. First, we're going for about 3 functions which are basically the same, so you can copy a lot of stuff over. So local function on mouse enter. You can call this something else, but I'm gonna do it in this style. Actually, no, we can do on mouse enter like this, without the underscores. And inside of those brackets, we're gonna do button. Button, original size, and the group. Now, actually, we don't need the group for now. We can do this later. Yeah, we can do that later. So, first, we're going for local hover size, which is gonna be what you'll get if you hover over a button. That is gonna be udim2 dot from scale, and press enter once, so you get this type of bracket. Inside here you can write original size dot x dot scale. Actually, while we're at it, we can do original size colon udim2 like this. What this essentially does is it has to be a udim2, so it has to be like a size. So if we hit original size, you can see we get all those options already. Like, for example, I can get scale or offset. There you go. And we are gonna times this scale by our mouse enter size. Now, one below, we are gonna do original size dot y dot scale and times this by our mouse enter size again. So it has to look something like this. Next up, we can do tween service colon create with our button, which our button can be, I would say, wait, give me a second, let me just check. Yeah, that is gonna be fine. Our button is gonna be a GUI button. Is there? Yeah, there is something like that. Alright, colon GUI button, like that. This button is gonna be the following. We can actually, wait. Yeah, we can do that. Alright, easy. Up here, we can do local, let's do animation info, why not? This is gonna be our tween info, which we're gonna use for every single thing. And that is gonna be our mouse enter duration. Actually, let's use this for the enter info, because we're gonna need two, one for the enter and one for the click. So the enter info is gonna be enum dot easing style. We're gonna use exponential as said in previous episode, because it just looks the best. And enum dot easing direction, that is gonna be out. So we can copy this once like that and say click info right there, and replace this with the mouse click duration. Now I went a bit fast, but I'm gonna let you copy this. And down here we can say our enter info, which we've just named. Then do our table, or like the scrolling, and one of those, like, I know how to call those, like those brackets, you know what I mean. Then for for this we're gonna do size, and after this we can say hover size. Yeah, that's about it. And that is our first function done. Next function is gonna be on mouse leave. We can basically do the same as up there, use a GUI button like that, and original size udim2. There we go. Now we can basically do the same. Actually, no, we don't have to do that because we're not gonna be hovering over it. We're just gonna be leaving it. So get your tween service, create our button, our mouse enter duration. Yeah. No, sorry, my bad. Our enter info. There we go. And now we're gonna do. Now we're gonna do size again, but this time it's gonna be original size, like that. If I'm not wrong, that should be everything. Let me check. Yeah, that is actually everything. And for the last function we're gonna do, well, to animate. Yeah, the animation functions, that's gonna be the last one. On mouse click, that is gonna be our button again, which is gonna be another GUI button, and our original size again, which is gonna be a udim2. So next up is gonna be our click size. Actually, that is perfect assistant, thank you. That is actually amazing. Click size is gonna be udim2 from scale, original size .x .scale times our mouse click size, and same for the y. That is perfect. Next up, we are getting our tween service again, and we are gonna create this with the button, our click info this time, and the size is gonna be set to our click size, which we've just made. There we go. Actually, a thing I just saw, gonna do colon play after every single tween. That is my bad. So after all of those functions, we can start with the actual part which is gonna play those functions. So first we're gonna do function function UI animations. Write it exactly the same as this guy, so you can just copy the name over. Our animate button. Now that is how you call the function. You can completely rename this, but we're gonna call it animate button. Now first we're gonna grab another button, which is a GUI button, of course. And after this we can, that is all. We don't need anything else. So first, if not table dot find original sizes, comma button, and which basically does a quick search inside the table original sizes. And if it doesn't find a button, we are gonna do the following: original sizes, index it with the button, which is gonna be our button.size, like this. So all it does is it puts inside our original sizes table, it's gonna put the button with its button size. So in the end, our table will probably look something like this. You don't have to do this, I'm just doing this for showcasing. So probably in the end it's gonna look something like this. This is gonna be our roll button, and right there it's gonna be a udim2 dot from scale, something like this maybe, or probably dot new if I'm not wrong. And inside there just, oh sorry, I accidentally hit run. There we go. Inside there probably just random numbers, like that's gonna be the size then. So now we can actually start. local main size. It's gonna be our original sizes and index it with the button. So the main size is gonna find from the original sizes anything that is indexed with the button. Now we're gonna do button dot mouse enter. We can directly connect this to a function which is gonna be on mouse enter like this, and actually no, we have to do a function like this, and inside here we can do on mouse enter button main size, and that's everything. Nice. Now we're gonna do the same for dot mouse leave. Connect this to a function. There we go. Add brackets, so without that thing. Add brackets and click enter between those, and hit on mouse leave like that. Exactly. Next up, it's gonna be, yeah, that's gonna be the last thing which we're gonna do. Button dot mouse button one click, it should be. No, sorry, mouse button one down. Yeah, mouse button one down. Connect this to a function which is gonna be on mouse click, and connect this to with button and with the main size. For the last thing, button dot mouse button one up. That is also gonna be connect function, presented right there, and we're gonna do button dot comma, sorry. No, wait, what am I doing? Sorry, I mean on mouse leave. There we go. Button comma main size, and that is everything. Yeah, that is the entire script. And now for the last script, which we have to write to actually animate the buttons, it's gonna be a animate buttons local script inside our screen UI. And that thingy is gonna be, give me a second. Yeah, that thingy is gonna be local replicated storage, like this. Grab game, get service, replicated storage. And of course we have to grab the modules, which is gonna be replicated storage, wait for child modules, and local UI animations, which is gonna be require our modules, wait for child UI animations. I think you still remember what require does, because we've went over that in the last episode. And now we're gonna loop through every single UI thing inside our screen UI. So it's gonna be in iPairs script.parent get descendants do, and inside here we're gonna write if UI is a GUI button, like that. Then what we're gonna do, if it's a actual button, we're gonna call UI animations.animate button with our UI, and that's everything. Yeah. So this is gonna be the script for every single. Yeah, no, that is actually gonna be our script. We don't need anything else. And if we were to hit play, as you can see, if I hover over the button, it's gonna enlarge a bit and also retract. And if I click, it's gonna get smaller. Yeah, like that. That's about everything. Now, one more thing, which I'm gonna show you guys. If we went into the holder and duplicated this roll button, we can make this smaller for now, because I'm just gonna showcase this real quick. We won't actually need the button for later. I'm just gonna do this like twice, I guess. And as you can see, if I hover over this button, it's gonna enlarge as well as this and as well as this. It's gonna play the animation for every single thing. There we go. And that is about it. This is gonna be a short episode, I know, but in the next few episodes we're gonna take a look at how we are gonna design our inventory and how we are scripting our inventory. And of course, for the inventory to work, we have to get leader stats so it saves every single thing. Now, the next few episodes are gonna be longer, yeah, but it's gonna be way harder. Like everything is gonna be harder in the next few episodes. I'm sorry if this is a shorter one, but people told me to keep it shorter, so I kinda had to make this shorter, just so you understand. So, see you in the next episode and goodbye.